This month has already been a complete nightmare. Between the health scares and the constant, crushing stress, I was already at my breaking point. But what happened this morning at 11:20 a.m. was the thing that finally pushed me over the edge. I was sitting in my living room when my phone started buzzing. It was a random number. Normally, I'd let it go to voicemail, but with all the medical appointments and therapy sessions I've had lately, I couldn't risk missing a call from a clinic. I picked up. "Hello," I said, my voice slightly trembling. Is this you?" the voice on the other end whispered. It was a woman. Her voice was low-pitched and incredibly muffled, like she was speaking through a heavy cloth or from inside a small, cramped space. At first, I thought it was just a bad connection at a doctor's office. "Yes, this is me. Who is this?" That's when the sobbing started. "I'm hurt, please. You have to come get me. I need help, please." My heart dropped into my stomach. My hands started shaking so hard I almost dropped the phone. She sounded so sincere, so utterly distraught. For a second I thought it might be my friend Ray. They have a similar low voice, but the caller wouldn't answer when I asked. They just kept mumbling, this garbled, terrifying stream of words that I couldn't understand. The call lasted maybe 3 minutes, just 3 minutes of a woman crying for her life, and then silence. She hung up. I immediately texted Ray. I knew she wasn't the type to pull a prank, and she confirmed it wasn't her. She even called me back, and her line was crystal clear, nothing like the muffled horror I had just heard. Then I started thinking about the usual suspects, the people who used to tease me back in middle school, but that was years ago. Why now, and how would they even have my number? But then a memory hit me. There was a girl I was friends with back in 2024. She was notorious for mumbling, someone I haven't seen in ages. I still have her original number saved. So why would she call from a burner? We weren't even that close. The rest of the day was a blur of anxiety. I kept staring at that random number, wondering if someone out there was actually bleeding out in a ditch, specifically calling my name for help. Late that night, I decided to do a reverse lookup on the number. My breath hitched as the results loaded. The number didn't belong to a prankster, and it didn't belong to my old friend. It was registered to a landline in an abandoned medical clinic 3 towns over, a place that had been boarded up since the late 90s. I felt a cold sweat break out across my forehead. If that place was empty, who was the woman on the phone, and more importantly, if she was truly hurt, how did she know my name? I haven't slept since. Every time my phone vibrates, I jump out of my skin, because now, I'm not just worried that I didn't help someone, I'm terrified that she's still waiting for me to show up at those boarded up doors, and she won't stop calling until I do.